Hey everybody, it's Frankie and welcome back to K Comics. King Thor issue number 1 was released a while ago, just about a month from this current publishing date, which witnessed an encounter between old King Thor and Necro god Loki. With issue 2 of this mini-series dropping this week, I thought I should do a review on this series, since it's the last story arc of Jason Aaron's run, meant to complete his year, allowing Donny Cates to take over. So it's actually a 4-issue mini-series. So without further ado, let's begin. During the War of the Realms, they had old King Thor brought back to the past, to the timeline of the current Thor, or as I may call it, the Middle Thor, in order to aid them in defeating Malekith, the Dark Elf. So during the War of the Realms, Malekith captured Odin and Freya, putting them in some sort of a trap at Stonehenge. He requires Thor to come through the portal to save his family alone. So Malekith made the trap in such a way that if anyone other than Thor comes through the portal, then his parents will pretty much be killed instantly. So after current Thor sacrificing his eye to the World Tree in gain of knowledge, he realized that if Malekith requires a Thor, in that case being only him, in order to kill him, since he won't be having backup or the Avengers at the moment, because at the moment Malekith is quite powerful, since he has currently merged with Venom, declaring himself the Thor Butcher. So this is an Easter egg to the God Butcher, but in this case the Thor Butcher, since it's only Thor he wants, and he wants to kill Thor. So after sacrificing one of his eyes to the World Tree, the newly smart Thor realized he has to gather all the Thors he can find across the timeline, just like he did in the God Butcher storyline. That's when he went for the Thor, the Viking, the young Thor, the Viking, the British Thor, also a little bit weaker in power than the others. He already had Jane Foster Thor, who at the moment wields the Thors Hammer, and finally old King Thor, who is about 1 trillion years old and arguably the most powerful Thor amongst them, no doubt about it. So during the War of the Realms, we realized that eons from now, Loki managed to defeat Ego, the Necro Sword. So though Ego stated he had butchered Galactus and even some inbred Celestials, yet Loki managed to defeat Ego, the Neko Sword, acquiring the All Black in the process. Although granted, Loki had to trick Ego, and also the confrontation took about 99 years of Loki in the form of a worm, whispering into the ears of Ego, the Neko Sword, causing Ego to go mad from all that whispers and tearing himself apart from trying to butcher worm Loki. Yeah, that's funny. Loki turned into a worm so that Ego couldn't lay a hand on him. So King Thor and the other Thors managed to end the War of the Realms, and upon his arrival to his old timeline, I mean the King Thor, he is met by Loki, or should I say he was ambushed by Neko god Loki, the All Butcher. So issue 1 of King Thor starts or picks up with Thor's granddaughters going to the omnipotent city, the nexus of the gods, a gigantic library, in search for answers about what's coming, because at the moment they knew something bad is coming, but they had no idea what's coming. So for those of you who are not aware of the omnipotent city, it first appeared in Jason Aaron's run Thor The God Butcher issue number 3, of which it states that the city was built about 12 billion years ago. It was built after the first great war of the gods, and from the rubble of the rock of creation and embers from the fire that lit the first stars. At omnipotent cities, eternal treaties are signed, sacred covenants are sworn. At that same place, gods are married and tried. So yeah, this place is like the highest court or the supreme court for gods and immortals, no humans. And then later in Mighty Thor, it was changed to have been about 4 billion years old. So I don't know which one you choose to be canon, but during Thor the God Butcher, it was stated to be about 12 billion years old, and now it's about 4 billion years old. So which one you think it's canon, you choose it, and then it's fine. But for all intensive purposes, it is about billions and billions of years old, be it 12 or 4. So Thor's 3 daughters went there, and then they were met with Shadrach upon their arrival, who was currently the keeper of that place. So they asked him, wait, are you the Lord Librarian? And was like, nah, I'm not. So he was like, the Lord Librarian couldn't feed himself anymore, so that's why I'm taking in charge. So I don't know, but from how he's saying it, I'm presuming that the Lord Librarian is dead. So yeah, that's why he's taking charge, because the Lord Librarian starved to death and he is there, and then he is now seemingly the Lord Librarian, since he has currently took over the job of the Lord Librarian, remarking he was the Lord Librarian's friend, whether he likes it or not. So Thor's granddaughters told him that they knew about the Neko Sword and how it came about and which people it has bonded with, and then Shadrach told them that no, you don't know the number of people it has bonded with. It bonded with this, with Galactus, from Thor to Galactus, from Galactus to Ego, and so on and so forth, and then now it has bonded with. So as soon as he was going to mention the name, he was then attacked by Loki's avatars. So with the all black at Loki's side, he was able to create an avatar to fight for him, or to fight Shadrach at the Omniscient City, while he was fighting Thor personally. So the thing about Loki and Thor is that they have fought many times, countless times, so many that you can't even begin to fathom, but not with such power among them. So like they are all powerful, and at this time Loki is even more powerful than Thor. He's even more powerful than Gorr the God Butcher, and I will circle around that for a moment. So the reason why Loki is more powerful than Gorr was that Gorr was a mere mortal when he was possessed by the Neko Sword, and Loki was even a god, a more powerful god, filled with hatred, and he was even darker than Gorr. So with his enhanced strength and so many abilities, including All Plus, the Neko Sword is now more powerful and more dangerous than Gorr. So the fight progresses, but from the look of things, it looks like Loki has the upper hand on Thor, and then Thor threw his hammer back. So Thor threw his hammer past a sun in order to charge with the sun's energy or the solar energy. So Loki saw it and was like, are you stupid or something? Not even a mere sun can harm me. So Loki pinned Thor down onto the planet, and then Thor realized, Thor had to call his hammer back, striking it on the planet, destroying the planet altogether, freeing himself in the process. So at this moment, Thor has been stabbed countless times, and he has been stabbed and his guts are rolling out of his stomachs. So at this point, Thor realized that Loki must die. Loki has to die, and he has to do it quickly. So he grabbed Loki, tying with one of his guards to his hammer, and then throwing him into the sun. He threw Loki into the sun. So meanwhile, Thor's granddaughters were finding it a hard time dealing with Loki's avatar, so they knew that they have to escape omnipotent city. But Shadrach said he wasn't going with them because he has now realized what he was the god of, which is the god of bombs. So I don't know if that's a thing among gods, like someone will be a god of bomb, but yeah, he is the god of bombs. So he gave one of Thor's daughters, Ellie, a book to finish. Meanwhile, Loki managed to turn the sun black, destroying the sun in the process, or in other case, murdering the sun. So yeah, he murdered the whole sun. He murdered the whole sun. And he even remarked on how Thor thinks the sun could stop him. So after Thor's granddaughters escaped the omnipotent city with a shard of the Bifrost, Shadrach blew the city. Yes, Shadrach blew the entire omnipotent city. And Thor felt it across galaxies. He felt it within him, and with that much distraction, he was stabbed with Loki. He was stabbed by Loki, sending him crashing to earth. So now here, a weakened Thor knew that now all hope is lost, and now he couldn't do anything. So he already knew he was the last god, but now Thor is praying for a god. So yeah, Thor prayed that if there is any god listening, he should come and redeem them. So Loki started and he approached Thor in order to finish them off, and then Thor's prayers was answered. Yes, Thor's prayers was answered, and there is a god. Finally, there is a god. And then Loki was stabbed through the back by none other than Gorr the God Butcher. Yes, Gorr the God Butcher is back, and he said this is what he hates about gods. So yeah, the fact that the world around them is dying and two omniscient gods are bickering or squabbling about their problems is his problem. He sees that they should be out helping, or they should be doing something to help save the world, but yet they are fighting themselves off, and now he is there to finish them. He's there to end all gods. So now he has just two gods to finish. So yeah, Gorr made sure and he was able to stab Loki, making Loki weak at the moment. I don't know how he did it, but we knew they are going to pay it off during the second issue. So I'll be doing reviews on the second issue as well. So please make sure to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment about this video. Frankie out. Peace.